Okay, so today when we're working in our small groups, we're going to continue practicing. Today is going to be our last day that we're going to be working with long division with one digit. Of course, we'll come back and review it, but for right now, I really want us to get this concept, so I want to spend one more day on it. So today in your notes, if you can just write down, I would like you to include long division, practice, and review, and that should be the name of this page in your notes, the title. So our notes for today are going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I also am going to link a video that I want you to watch that's actually a song that's going to help you remember some of the steps, okay, that we need to remember for long division. So let's practice one together. We have 9 divided by 405. So looking at this equation, we know that we need to figure out how many groups of 9 we can make with 405. So think of, for example, if we have 405 gumballs and we want to split them between 9 students. That's really what we're working with here. And because this is long division, we have bigger numbers. It's a lot more difficult to draw out 405 gumballs than to say if we were working with a smaller number like 6. So this is why we need to rely on the algorithm. So the first thing we need to do is look at this first number here. We notice this first number is a 4. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is 4 bigger than 9, our outside number? And we know that it is not. 4 is less than 9. Therefore, we cannot make 9 groups, 9 equal groups, or even just 9 groups with only 4. So we need to then look at the tens place. So let's see, now we have 40. Can we make 9 groups with 40? Yes. Now we know that they aren't going to be equal groups. So this is where our multiplication chart is going to come in handy. And when we meet in small groups, I'm going to have multiplication charts there for you that you can reference, and you'll also be able to use those to look back on when you are doing your worksheet. So let's take a look here at our multiplication chart. We can see that if we look where 9 is, up here, it doesn't matter which side, I see 9 here. I can go all the way across, and I see that 9 times 5 is 45. Well, 45 is too big because we're looking for a number that is closer to 40. So we're going to have to go down, which is going to be 36. So 9 times 4 is going to give us 36. Okay? So now we did our division. Now the way I got this 36 down here is by multiplying. So we divide, multiply, 9 times 4 is 36. Now we need to subtract. And I'm noticing subtraction is where some of you are having problems. You have to remember your regrouping and your borrowing. So for example, I know that I cannot take, if I have 0, I cannot take away 6 from 0. So I need to borrow from the 4. That becomes a 3, and this becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4, and 3 minus 3 is 0. Now, again, I'm with a smaller number here. This 4 is too small. I cannot make 9 groups out of 4, so I need to bring down this 5. Okay, so I brought down this 5. Now, let's see here. Can 9 go into 45? Or can we make 9 groups with 45? Well, looking back at my multiplication chart right over here, I can see that yes, 9 times 5 is 45. So therefore, 45 divided by 9 is 5. So our 5 goes up at the top. We do our multiplication. 9 times 5 is 45. Subtraction, and we have 0. Therefore, 45 is our answer. Okay, let's try another. Let's try 4 divided by 636. So again, now this one looks a little bit different than the other. If you go back into your notes and look at the one we just did, we notice that this number right here was too small. Now, however, it is bigger than our outside number. So we know that we can make 4 groups using the number 6. So looking at my multiplication chart here, I can see that 4 going across divides into 6. However, it's going to be too big because 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 1 is 4. So I need to use the 4 times 1. So I know that 6 can be divided by 4 one time. Now I need to multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. Subtract 6 minus 4 is 2. Now again, my number here is too small, so I need to bring down my 3. Now, I'm going to zoom out here. There we go. So, 4. How many groups of 4 can we make with 23? Looking at our 4, we know that 4 times 6 is 24, so that's too big. But 4 times 5 is 20, so that's going to be the closest we're going to get. So, at the top, we can go ahead and put our 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And now we subtract. 23 minus 20 is 3. Now, again, we're left with a number inside that is too small, so we must bring down our 6. So, zoom out again. So, how many groups of 4 can we make with 36? Well, we look at our multiplication chart and we can make 9 groups of 4 with 36. Now 9 times 4 is 36. We subtract and we get 0. Therefore, 159 is our answer. So there's one other thing that I want us to remember. When you are doing your worksheet today, you are going to see problems that are going to look similar to this. You might have 448 divided by 7 equals. Now, what you want to do, the first thing you want to do to help you solve this problem is you want to write it into a way that we're more familiar with. So remember, our bigger number always has to go on the inside of the division sign. So our 7 goes on the outside and our larger number goes on the inside. So just please note this, that when you're working, please make sure that you are rewriting your problems to look like this. All right, 5th graders, that is all I have for today. So when we meet, we're going to continue practicing this. We are also going to be taking a look with Post-its, and you're going to be covering up to make sure that we're really lining up those place values, because I'm noticing that that's one of the areas that we're struggling with. So again, I am very proud of you, and as soon as you're done watching this video, you may, if it is not time for your rotation yet, you may work on your playlist that is going to be linked to the HyperDoc for your group for today. Please do not start your worksheet until after we meet. All right, guys. Excellent job. Thank you.